Hi guys, welcome back to Tech Skills with Philos. In the previous session, we looked at exercise 1 where we learned how to use the if function and the sum function and some calculations. But in this exercise 2, which is in this second session, we're also going to look at other strategies, and then we need to read this question to see how to do things. Okay, so let's read the question. It goes like, a social science lecturer marked her mid-semester and end of semester examination script each over 100. So meaning, that's why you can even say this person is getting 80 in mid-sem and this person is something like that. Somebody is even getting 65. So she actually marked the mid-semester over 100, and then she marked the end of sem also over 100. Okay, instead of 30, 70 respectively, meaning the midterm was supposed to be over 30 and the end of term was supposed to be over 70, but she has marked them over 100 each. You get it? After marking, she decided to use Excel to compute the final marks of the students and also indicate the appropriate letter grade of every student to determine how many students scored each of the letter grade. The following is a spreadsheet that she has managed to create. Okay, her problem now is to compute. Okay, assume this lecturer wants you to help. What formulas will be required into the following cells? So cell E6, cell F6, then cell C23. So C23, this is it. C23, C24, C25, 26, 27, C28, C29, C30. C30. So let's see the formulas will enter. So when it comes to the final score, you see, to get a final score, remember the midterm was supposed to be over 30 and the end of term was supposed to be over 70, but she has marked them over 100 each. So how can we bring them to that format? Do you get? How can we say, okay, the midterm should be 30, the end of term should be 70, then you should add all together to give you the final score. So to do that, this is what we'll do. Please observe closely. We'll enter equals, then we do if. We are going to use the if function. Okay, no, let's not use the if function. This is simple actually. Let's do it this way. So we are going to say that you say if this no, we are not using if. Sorry, I keep using if. Just click on the mid-sem score. Okay, the person's mid-sem score. Are you with me? When you click on the person's mid-sem score, multiply it by 30%. No matter what the score is, multiply it by 30%. 30% is basically like this, 30/100. Or you can write it 0.3. Is that okay? You can write it 0.3. Or let's write it 30/100. So C6 times 30/100. Okay. That is the midterm. The midterm, it will bring the midterm to the 30% marking form. Do you get it? Then we say plus. Then we click on the final exams. Okay. So the final exams too, we also multiply it by 70%. You can do it times 0.7. You can also do it times 70 over 100. 70%. You get it? Let's put them in brackets separately. See, the C6, let me open bracket before the C6 and close the bracket after writing the 100. So basically, to distinguish them clearly, okay, I'll open bracket C6 times, let me redo it for the sake of those who are confused. This is what I'm trying to do. I'll just say equals, then I'll open bracket. Okay, now inside these brackets, I'm saying that you should take the mid-sem score and multiply by 30%. That's how to bring something that you've marked on different scale to 30%. So multiply by 30%. That's 30/100. You close the bracket. Then we say plus. So basically, this first calculation here is going to give us the midterm score in terms of 30. Okay. Then we find the end of sem also. So we do the end of sem score. We need to bring the bracket. So bracket end of sem score times observer times 70%, so 70/100, then we close the bracket too. So this first calculation in this bracket is a calculation for the midsem to rewrite the midsem in terms of 30, not longer in terms of 100. Okay, and then this second calculation in the second bracket is for the end of sem. You get it? You see, they mark them over 100, they mark this also over 100, but they were supposed to mark this over 30 and this over 70. So how do you bring it down back to that level? How do you bring the midsem back to 30%, to 30, and how do you bring the end of sem back to 70? Is this the best way you can do it? You take what the person gets for the midsem and multiply it by 30 over 100. Okay. Then you also take what the person gets for the end of sem and multiply by 70 over 100. So when you add all put together, like all together, it will give you 74.1. So this guy got 74.1. The first person got 74.1. Okay. So you can copy this formula for the rest. Okay, I showed you how to copy formula. You just come to the bottom right corner here, the edge here, the tip here. Is that okay? Then you double left click on it, or you can hold and drag to the last. So when you double left click on it, you get the scores for the other students. You see that? You get a score for the other students. See, this person got 90 over 100 in the end of sem. He even scored more than everyone in the end of sem. Okay, this person also. But he got low mark in the midsem, 22 over 100. You see. So his midsem score was very low. Okay, and then his end of sem score was high. So he ended up with 69.6. Okay, so that's how to find a final score for each and every one of them. Is that okay? I can actually do it this way too. Okay, it's fine. The way we've done it is okay. Okay, it's fine. The other ways, there are so many ways somebody can actually do this, so it's fine that way. Okay, so that's it. So let's find a grade. Now, they want you to assign grade for them, like A, B, C, and you know 70 to 100 is A. Okay, 70 to 100 is A. We are assuming 70 to 100 is A, is that okay? Then 60 to 69 is B, okay? Then 50 to 59 is C, okay? Then 40 to 49 is D, is that okay? Please jot that down. 40 to 49 is D, and then below 40 is F, no E. That's what we are assuming. Please jot them down, okay? 70 to 100 A, okay? 70 to 100 A. 60 to 69 B. 50 to 59 C, 40 to 49 D, no E, then below 40 is F straightforward. Is that okay? Below 40 F straight. So let's see how we are going to upgrade them. So we say equals, observe closely, equals. Now we are going to tell Excel that, Excel, check this. If, observe closely, if the cell, this cell E6, okay, if cell E6 is greater than or equal to 40, so we say greater than and equal to, if it's greater than or equal to 70, comma, what should happen? It should give the person A. By that A, we are going to put it in double quote. Okay, you enter letter A and close the quote. You see that? The quote is beside your enter key. It's beside the enter key, but you have to click the shift key together with that key to get it. So, E6, if E6 is greater than or equal to 70, it should give the person A, but you have to put the A in quote. But if it is not, okay, but if it is not, if it's not greater than or equal to 70, it should then again check if again, another if, you should then again check if the same cell E6 is greater than, so it's greater than or equal to 60 rather. If the first condition fails, if the first logical test fails, then we should check another logical test, which is E7 being greater than or equal to 60, but not greater than 70. You said that one has been checked, that it's A. So if the second logical test is checked, that if E6 is greater than or equal to 60, then you should give the person a B. Are you observing it? Comma. No. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to drag this thing, but no problem. Let me enter it in the formula bar. Observe it from there. Now, comma right. Then we also check again if, observe closely, we open bracket, if again the same cell E6 no, that if the other one too is not true, if the second one too is not true, it should then check again if the same cell E6 is greater than or equal to 50. Okay, then it should assign the person grade C. Okay, grade C. Then if this is also not true again, then you should go further to again check. Okay, if the same cell E6 again is greater than or equal to what? 40. If this one there happens to be true, then you should give the person D. But if this is also not true, then there's nothing we can do again. Give the person F straightforward. Say 40 to 49 is D. Then below 40 is F. So if all the logical things are not true, that is, if the person didn't get greater than or equal to 70, and still did not get greater than or equal to 60, and still did not get greater than or equal to 50, and still didn't get greater than or equal to 40, then give the person F straightforward. But remember, we have to put the F also in quotes. Remember, it's a string, so we are supposed to put it in quotes. Is that okay? We put it in double quotes. You get it? So now this time round, observe something. Please, we are coming to close the bracket. Now we need to close bracket the number of times we open bracket. We open bracket here 1, we open 2, we open 3, we open 4. So we are coming to close bracket 4 times. So we close 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys should even observe something, that when the first one was closed, it's color green. It matches with the last opening here. And then when the second one was closed, it's purple or violet. It matches with the second to last here, you see. And when the third one was closed, that's color red. It matches with the second here. You see that? And then when the last one was closed, it's color black. It matches with the first opening. So it will be matching in that manner. And ensure say the number of times brackets are opened is the same number of times brackets are being closed. You get it? So we hit on the enter key. So we see that this person gets an A. You remember the definition was that if the person gets 70 or above, is an A. So this person got 74.1, so he has gotten A. You see. So we are coming to copy this formula for the others. So how do we do it? We come to the bottom bottom right corner here, the edge here. Then you can actually drag it to the last, or we double left click on it. We'll get the rest. You see. So this person gets C, B, F, A, D, D. You see that? You can confirm. This person get 32, so it's below 40. That's why I got F. This one got 30, it's below 40, that's why I got F. 45, I was D. You see that? Like that. So let's come to the other ones here. Now, here they want us to find the number of persons who got A, the number of persons who got B, the number of persons who got C, like that. So to find the number of persons who got A, we can do it this way. We can say count if. Okay. It's like if function, but it's count if. Okay, so we want to tell Excel to count if it is A from here to here, all this range, if it's letter A, it should count. Okay, so to do that, we say count if, then we open bracket. Now we are coming to set the range. What is the range? The range is from cell F6. This is F6. This F6 to what? F20. Is that not it? From F6 to F20. That will be the range. Is that okay? So to set the range, we'll say F6. But we need to lock them. Okay, because we'll be using it another time. So to lock it, just click on F4. Okay. Then you do colon, that's to F20. F20, yeah, F20. So we lock the F20 also by clicking on the F4 key. In the previous session I taught you that. You see, so you see that it's been highlighted. You will see the reason I'm actually making this absolute later. You will see the reason I'm actually locking the range, the selected range, you know. The reason I'm locking it, you see it later. Then we bring comma. Then we enter the criteria. What's the criteria? The criteria is that you should check if what is contained inside this B23 is there. What is inside B23 is not letter A. So it means you check all the ones that are letter A inside that range. You should check anyone if it's letter A inside that range and count them. So when you hit enter, it gives you 4. Is it actually 4? Let's count it as 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually 4. So we are coming to copy the same formula for the others. Okay. Now to copy the same formula for like from A to F. Okay. We will just come to the bottom left corner and right corner here, the edge here. Then we left click, hold on it and drag up to F. We will get same formula. Let's come to this. You see that here we have F6 to F20 locked by B23, which is this. Then when we come to this also, we have F6 to F20 locked. It remains the same. The reason I locked it was that I will be copying it. If I don't lock it, the range will not be selected. The range will shift downward. It will start. The next range will start from F7 to F21, which is not the actual range. Then the next one also will start from F8 to F22. It will disorganize. That's why I locked it. You get it? And then it's working well. The same range is selected for all of them. You see. So then for the maximum, so just if you're able to enter this, then we do. So let's come to the maximum. So for the maximum, the formula we are going to use is or the function we use is a max function. So you enter equals max. Okay, you can double click this or you open the bracket yourself. So we are going to say the maximum from. Now you should check from cell E6 to E20 and tell us what is the highest mark over there. Do you get it? That's the middle of maximum. So we can say E6 E6 to E20. Let me actually lock it. But for this one, even if you don't lock it, it will still work. Okay. So E6 colon E20. So let me lock it also by clicking on F4. But for this one here, if you don't lock it on point, if you don't bring the dollar, it will still work. Let's see the answer. 74.14. 74.1, right? Then you guys should try it. If you don't bring the dollar, it will still work. Is that okay? For this one, it will still work. It will still give you the same answer. Then let's check the minimum. The minimum, we are coming to do the same thing. We enter equals. For this one, we enter MIN, not max. Okay, MIN. So we are finding the maximum from between the range E6 to E20. You get it? So we enter E6. Okay, let me do this one without the dollar sign. E6 to E20. It gives me 30. That's the lowest mark. Let me change it and introduce a dollar sign. So I come to the E6 and then I click on F4 to lock it for me. Then I come to E20 and click on F4 to also lock it for me. When I hit on enter, you see that it gives me the same. So whether I lock it or not, it will get this one correct. Then let's find the average. To find the average, average of what are we actually finding? Okay, we can find the average of the average mark, average score in the class. Okay, average total score. So to know the average, we are going to use the average function. Okay, average is the same as mean, so that's arithmetic mean. So we use the average function, then we open bracket, then we enter E6, the same thing actually. So we say E6, but let me lock it by clicking on F4. So E6 to, that's colon E20. Okay, E20. Let me lock it also by clicking on F4. So you should find the average from, if you don't lock it, it will give you the answer. It will be correct. There's not everything that you lock. We've seen the major reason we lock something already. But for the once I was doing this thing, I locked it because I was using the formula in the address. That was why I locked it. So we close the bracket, then we hit on the enter key. So this is the average. So the average score in this class, okay, this particular class, let's say this, I'm teaching this class and these are the 15 students in the class. So the average score of my class is 55.1733. So that is the end of this for now. We'll continue later. We'll do more things, okay. But please, the only thing we are doing here are IT related styles, okay, IT or analysis, things that have to do with analysis, IT, cybersecurity, data science, data analytics, Excel, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, anything related to IT. These are the things you are going to be seeing here. Is that okay? Thank you. See you later.